What's up, you guys? Man, this is Love versus the Reality of Love podcast. I'm back with another edition. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. I appreciate all love and support, you guys. It's exclusively on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you get notified every time I drop a vid. Alright, so today we got two topics that we're going to get into. Ain't going to take long, man. We're going to really talk to you today. It's Friday edition. So I'm going to give you some stuff to think about that I've been thinking about. One of the most crucial things in a relationship, and in any relationship, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to business relationships, anything that has something to do with communication, you have to know when to leave. Know when something is over. Know when something is not beneficial. Especially when it comes to relationships. You have to know when that thing is not beneficial anymore. When you're both not satisfied. When it's done and there's no room for progress, because the thing about it, sometimes we do get in relationships where it's going to be work, but if you're not willing to put in that work, then I say don't do it. Knowing when to leave, knowing when, okay, I've tried. This is as much as I'm willing to try. And leave. Don't stay. The worst thing you can do is stay in something that isn't beneficial. Because what will happen is you'll start looking for other things outside of you guys that are beneficial to you. Before you know it, now you done got yourself caught up in a situation, and now you'll have your partner either second guessing themselves, or they in turn react to what you've done and put themselves in a situation. Now you're risking your whole thing, your whole space, the whole vibe around you. I think as men, we know when something's off with our woman. We understand when something is off, and we know when something can't be fixed. The thing about us, though, we will stay. That's one thing about it. We'll stay until a certain point. But once you get to that point, you're already at your breaking point. And I think that's the worst thing you can do, is get to your breaking point and leave. Because at your breaking point, you're not in control of your emotions. You're not in control of your feelings. You're not even in control of your actions at that point. You are responsible for your actions, but you're not in control of them. Because you have reached a breaking point. A boiling point. And when something boils, if you notice, if something boils in a pot, right? It's a flame, and it's boiled all the way up to the top of the pot. When that boil spills out, that fire intenses. The fire grows. It gets bigger, and then before you know it, you can't control it. Even if you turn it all the way down, it's already started. It gets to the point where you can't even touch the stove because you're at your boiling point. And we have to understand, as men, we can't get to that boiling point with our women. We have to either try to fix it. If it's not fixable, leave. Don't do something stupid like cheat on her and have her second guess herself because you wanted to cheat. You made the decision to cheat. Just go. Just go. Go be single. Go do your thing. I think that is one of the most selfish things you can do is to cheat on someone. Very selfish. Because now you have that person second guessing themselves based off a decision you made. Instead of being a man and talking about it and getting it out the way, or being a woman and saying, you know what, I'm just not happy or satisfied, you guys decide to stay because you want your cake and eat it too. Let's be honest. It's lonely in these streets. A single life is not for the weak. That's why For me right now, I'm going through a journey right now to where I'm learning more and more about myself, but I'm lonely. You get lonely, man. It's lonely out here. But you learn how to adjust. And I kind of wish I would have done this before. I kind of wish I had listened to my own advice and know when to leave. Because I would have saved a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. But one thing about it is, when I made the decision to stay, now I don't have any regrets as far as that. What I'm saying is, I wish I would have known what I knew then, what I know now. I would have been different. But I didn't. And I wouldn't have learned the lesson that I need to learn, not going through what I went through. So I don't regret that situation. I just wish I knew then what I know now. You understand what I'm saying? Being sure of yourself as a man. I think that is one of the most important things. Being assured yourself as a man. Know that you are worth it. Know that you have a choice. Know that you don't have to settle for disrespect. Know that you don't have to settle for pain. Know that you don't have to settle for being second fiddle. You don't have to settle for anything that you don't want to. But it's all about you. And when you don't want to settle, you have to leave. Sorry. You have to leave. That is the case, point blank. You cannot stay. We have to stop trying to stay. If it's not beneficial and it's not working and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried, don't keep saying, oh, I'm hoping that they're going to get better later. No. Know when to go. That door swing open two ways. Know when to use it. Know when to use it. It swing open and this swing shut. Know when to use both of those. And I think that is a very key point, knowing when to leave. All right, you guys? All right, so we're on to our second topic.